Now before we get into things, I'd just like to quickly say that this video is brought to you in part by occasionally slightly cancerous anime communities. Thank you, we wouldn't have this video without you.
So, approximately 3 or so months ago, this little thing happened.
Well, naturally, whenever literally anything Dragon Ball related gets announced ever, the Broly fanboys are never too far behind. Which I still don't understand because he will never be canon.
So admittedly, I may have been slightly wrong. But all those people saying that was the Fox God of Destruction from the Tournament of Power, and there's an airplane. I'm at about the dodgiest looking of truck stops at the moment, but the lighting is actually pretty good here, so it's fine. Although I'm almost certain that there are some very inappropriate acts either going on, have happened, or will happen again in the future in the Subaru that's just a little ways that way. So while we are more than likely getting Broly now, the people who thought that that guy from that first teaser was Liquor, that Fox God of Destruction, are still absolutely mental. And speaking of Liquor, that may or may not have been what was going on. Actually, this truck stop also doubles as a Cal tire. Yeah, look at, oh Jesus, look at that. They gave me an absolutely garbage quote on my new tires not that long ago.
I mean, just look at those things. Much better than what they would have done here.
But essentially none of that is what this video is about, except for that one mention of Broly, which he will more than likely be mentioned many, many more times throughout this video, which will happen as soon as we are back home and in the studio.
So now that we are back home, we've gone and made our... Ow, I just burned my hand on it. So now that we are back home, I've gone and made some miniature pizzas. I thought about going more the traditional route and making some cup noodles, but I thought that we should go the more fitting route. And you may question that, because you'd think, well, it's anime, it's Japanese. Would the noodles not be the more fitting route? Well, no, because it's not the usually respectful and very nice Japanese people making these sorts of comments. It's the Westerners who are arguing over, admittedly, quite trivial things. And then some might say that the pizza is not an American thing, Italian, whatever. Those Dr. Utker Giuseppe toaster pizzas, I'm pretty sure are more of an American thing. This is some very nice new lighting from my laptop. Let's just try and balance that out a little. That just makes me look worse, somehow. I didn't know that was possible. Oh man, we are starting off with an absolute heater right at the top of this Reddit mega thread. Broly? Really? Okay, I'm a little disappointed about that. I never liked the character. For me, Dragon Ball was always about getting stronger because of lots of training. Broly seems to be a character who is strong just because he is legendary. Why is he legendary? Because why not? He feels misplaced in the whole Dragon Ball universe for me, but maybe that's just because the first Broly movie sucked so hard. So let's wait for the final result. The first Broly movie sucked so hard? Have you seen Bio Broly? All right? Now, huge fan of Dragon Ball, you know. We got the posters, we got the shirt. I'll watch any of it, all right? Dragon Ball GT, not half bad. You know what? Unpopular opinion, it's not that bad. Bio Broly, though, is on a level that I never thought that Dragon Ball could be at. And now Broly as a character, I really actually like. He's not my favorite, but I mean, I paid a stupid amount of money for the SDCC 2016 exclusive Broly SH Figure Arts figure. Like, he's not my favorite, but you gotta respect him, you know? He's the legendary Super Saiyan. And yes, while a lot of people were hoping for Yatoshi? I didn't do my research. What's the name? I can't remember the name of the first Saiyan. It's something like that. That sounds like Satoshi, which is Ash from Pokemon, but it's not that. I briefly made that mistake last video, but whatever. This one guy is just kind of spewing off some theories that I feel like he thinks are really smart, but really, who really cares? In the new poster, Broly is shirtless. Whew. And his form has white eyes, but in the teaser, Broly has armor. Okay? Are you following this theory so far? It's pretty wild. And the form has green eyes. Alright, we are dealing with a non-colorblind man right here. What if this armor is a suppressor? And and we're seeing him bust out of it. Whew! That is a hot theory, fresh off the press right there for you, ladies and gentlemen. This next guy is trying to make a request. I don't know to whom, but he's making a plea to somebody. He says, can we finally acknowledge that Frieza has a brother named Cooler, and he died fighting Goku and friends when he invaded Earth during the 3 years of training for the androids? No, we can't have that. This Broly thing here is an entire reboot of the character in order to make him canon with this Dragon Ball Super universe. We can't just go slicing in older movies. Even though I will say that when this movie is being released in theaters, leading up to it, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm trying to scroll and find where I read this, but there are 3 movies being played along with it. I don't know what they are. Just give me 1 second. So the movies being played are Broly, the Legendary Super Saiyan, which I guess makes sense, even though this is probably a reboot of the character. Fusion Reborn, which is interesting because that is the only appearance, I believe, of Gogeta, Vegeta and Goku's other fusion. Oh god. Not with the Patera earrings, but with the fusion dance. So, that would be interesting to see if we're going to get something there. And the final one is Bardock, Father of Goku, which I kind of have to hope doesn't mean that Broly's going to end up being some kind of descendant of Bardock or something. Maybe Broly is Bardock. I don't know. I just hope that it's not... I just hope he's not related to Goku. Honestly, if we're going to do relations, I hope that we get Raditz again someday. This guy says, this makes Broly canon, doesn't it? Crap baskets. This is only going to make Broly edgelords even worse. Which I would agree with you, but you said crap baskets. I do appreciate this guy saying, Jesus, how strong is he going to be this time? Which is fair, considering he's the legendary Super Saiyan, and every time he appears, he's just automatically pretty strong, which I really don't mind. Honestly, I know we had that one guy earlier complaining about that same thing, but now we've got Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, as well as Ultra Instinct. I assume that's going to make some sort of an appearance here, considering this does take place right after the Tournament of Power. But still, regardless, very, very excited. Actually, I wonder if he'll be able to go Super Saiyan God. That'd be cool. The Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Broly against a Super Saiyan, against a mastered Ultra Instinct Vegito. Or Gogeta, honestly. Would not mind